Sashisin pat kuble ye fi baro bat pidang ye pe ye ka khubor jong Mawphor. Habing ye ya chaprang bat ka khubor hakini ka por tungin ye pe ye ki mat ki bakongsan jong ka khubor kumne. Tangharin arsingi balapan scam let jurip ki record ka HANM South Khasi Hills ye ka surok na maujrong hasora. Wat labon ki niam bat ki jait bin riu yo jingjia ro ka mauba batli kum kashnong. Jantan slem ngila yo ye ka sarkar ka batu bat pendok lut ye ki jingmentoi ki paitba ong u Dr. Mukul Sangma. Lapan kun no ye ka executive committee jong ka HSPDP Nongstoin chongthai sundon u president. Ye kendo biang ki menteri rangba ka jylla Meghalaya bat Assam ban penbit put. Pelepoda ke DC ye ka yengsa ki khon swet shinrang hakashnong sok khalam.
Ka HANM South Khasi Hills ora hakakhat hanyo tarik nailar arajar apuar hapo ke jingalam u presiden u basyan nong rum kelalit jurip ye surok na maujrong syasora kabala sateng pada ke jinga trilang USDO sora hakaba ula penti kena bahakini ki khandiat sngi on sedang traino ye ketika surok hak juga por kaseng ka kentu ye USDO baya ke surok bola adep siang kata halowa sora kabala jatno deban siang rong biang kaseng ka kenturu ye kontraktor ba pentrei ketika surok bakte jing trei kamdei tangga jingmentoi nam tajung ushimet trei ka longru ka jingmentoi ye ki pajba nong lej nongwan
kali yang ka HNM South Khasi Hills sora i ai khublei ningkong ya ki MLA jongka sora bat sela constituency ki bala wara ya gani ka systematic program ka badika scheme nang benta ka surok na sora silinter hadu maujrong bat hawe de bakani halor ka jing ut jing nam ki pai ba ngilawan ban jurep bat ngilap bakadon ka jing buteng dan ka jing penslam ban tre ka ni ka surok nrai ha ka jingwan bat ka jing train kan bat ISDU badipe ya ka ni ka sora division road ni sngotanat sibun ba I la ai ka assurance ba tah kini ki khandiat si indirect no ya kini ki kontraktor ki badi ban tre baki de ban traino mars na ilat ka beneng bat ka surok saisien kum ka karwo na ka seng ni kwa ba ka de scheme ka ba khat ar krur tam kan de ka jingmentoi om tai kontraktor de ka jingmentoi de ki pai ba nong lek nyawan kham tam ki nong nadu ki nong tre sarkat ki nong khai ki nong lek yo bat kum ta ter bat sagoi ka khubor kalong ba ha ko niu I ya kan ka surok ka baladat siang dang ha kini ki khandiat banai hang ni ha dong school kabade ka lower sora kaladon no ka jingjulor ha tu ka surok tina kali ajungi layo bani keren di SDU bat nisnotanat bat ida ai ka kitbok kerang hiru ye iba ilong iba kloy bani trelang nomor ba I la ai ka assurance baya ka tu ka surok kontraktor ki bade ban tre ka tu ki de ban tre biang saisien khanang ba kalek kawan ki pai ba kanlong ka baya dai ti
Kashnong mauba kalayo ye ka jingjia ka bakraw na marwat la don shibun ki jait bin riu bat ki jait nyam ba pher Henry ki bor shnong pat ki la ban panyatli bat te lakam ya ka shong suk shong sain ya ka ni ka jingjia la ai dau ba Mitchell Wankar MDC ka laban mauprem haba ple pa ba ya umut durjisu balashna pen itnat shushu hapdeng jong ka shnong mauba Hakani ka singi na lo jong urang ba shnong ba David Simle nang ta secretary shnong ba Ariston Thaba laidon lang ru upara rang ba jong ka mauprem parish ufada Edwin kahit na lo kinong shong shnong bat kiwe pan
Kerku kedua ini ke shnong jingi hatrai kan rat kerku kedua kami itu belapan poi ya kini sasu kini jeka kerku kedua ya ke shnong hi bara kawai jadi lang jeki kelai la benbu ini Kenang ba barok ni akan mau bau ni boleh bangi mani boleh badan hang ni ulang boleh ban ri benda ya kesna kata pelai dah kena no jemaah besar ai bak ni kadul kalau kadul badan hang ni kan pikan mau bau boleh jingi dia boleh jang barok ngapan kini ke setrai jongi
ya penyak start ini rekam dari ini hari ni kisni bala hari ni Islam bala adab nilai syong ila ong ba lala ban pentrei nomor keladon berpisah dan kalian gojong I la pentip singi kesnong bat kini ka kamru insya Allah ai nu dai la ai be sha kesnong bat kali ka kesnong ba pe je gani nomor yong kan khamba maka kamru kan ya khamstat de na kalian ka kesnong ai kublei I ka jing kulu isim jong I juru nang ni gopor kumbas kan mau biang bayu ni umot ngilap peli kau usnam arajar khat khandai haka arpoi terik Desember ba ya bu ini kajing yalang mutas ni kadai halor kajing penitanat bat kajing peli pat ba biang sesien yomi umat Yesu ba sirinyang ba ngila penyang na kasnong hakisnam gi peladap in skolingo ba kumdu la peli biang arsin andai kamdei kajing peli arsin andai kadai nakaliang jingkulut minsim di MDC jengi hadin bai lawan kasnong lai i umat hadin kajing selok bani ke dabar snong yang lai don kam hampir internet show bat nakapor sa kapor ngir uji elek je kendu je selok bati kam ki babun tiba ilale akan kasnong wala ilong tang MDC ndrei ki kam tiba ilale tang ini snam ru ngi ila lai steli ne sauteli ki kam ke bela pentrei lengkap bau ni umat ila pentrei ni kelenti ki saying jengi rang bak snong kadang putpat kani ka putpat sini sedin keba walang imdan ki baya syong ki paradok prasnam jengi dai klam da artatin namar ka dai ka lenti ni ka snong dai ila ai kata ka skim ru
good halor peniang yo leu mau hakani ka skim kani ka lusang ak player is safe derat nota hakipor ki bala aya skmat ngila peniang saki gere kini kita derat nota ondal awad ba michel ba nakapas noi matak sko buram di ba michel hakani ka lusang nota si nan khali ki khliya ki 2019 2021 kidi ki por lockdown kasing no sanyang jeng i kamdei ga bakai ila poi di ki khao ki dai di sini hien handi ki por ki bon ki bodok bosuk mo ki yo kasing yarap lengba jeng i kan jeng i rai di ki por rai nilai khasi pat duna ba kani kasdong ngai kajing bun sem jeng i kan sem lang yang i lu pergi pelang ba ikin
Dr. Mukul Sangma noyalam kaliang persya hagasngi sajany haba ajing keren hakajialang penskam mikino kitkam jongka Trinamul Kongres pentor umkra konstituensi ulat tertang eka sorkar MDA da kabaong baka deka sorkar kebalat tulut nadong syadong neki pajba ulang baka sorkar MDA kadeka sorkar kebalat tu eka hok jongki samlah kaliang kapule putih kaliang kayo kami jam bat kiwi ulat tertang eru eka sorkar MDA kebahadu menta kampat syamla pelat jika result tiap kam pulit ulang baka sorkar barim kalawan ra eki skim kiba penmentoi kiba iba babun balang Hereka sorkar bamenta kelatu ulut bat penduru iki babun kiji mentoi namta jungki pajba.
To collectively decide for the future, the destiny of our state, our people. That's why we have come here. In our given democracy, we as citizens, all of us have responsibility towards building the state and building the nation. We have been given the power, and along with the power, the responsibility. And that's why we want to exercise this power together. And that's why we come together. And we want to make a humble beginning as members of this political party, the All India Trinamool Congress, the AITC. We want to be involved in our commitment to build a state where we will have a secure future for our generation next, for our beloved children and grandchildren. And that's why we want to take the available space in given democracy and utilize it optimally by coming together and by collectively deciding to put our strength together in building the state and nation. Now, how do we build a state? How do we build a nation? In a given democracy, with every right to franchise that we have the responsibility to elect a new government every 5 years. And that government will decide the destiny of the state. Not just for 5 years, but 5 years and beyond. That's why what has happened in last 5 years, almost 5 years now, 2018 till today, whatever the government has done will not will, has its ramification on the present and the future. The present and the future is a culmination of the action or inaction, policy or lack of policy of the present incumbent government. You have seen governments after government in the preceding years. We also had the privilege to form government and had the privilege to be in the hand of affairs of governance and to serve our beloved people and be part of the story of building the state and building the nation. Today, if we look back from 2018 till today, what we see today is a government who, from the very beginning, messed up everything. You still see in Umalong, where we have the Silong City Bus Syndicate bus station, where the road is still blocked. There is a testimony of incompetence of the government and the insensitivity of the leaders who are in the present dispensation. They created the mess and they don't know how to resolve this mess. But in the process, the name and fame of the state has been defamed. The benchmark that we set in the preceding years have gone down the drain, and we are very sad to see. We are very sad to witness this. We have a government who have robbed the mothers of the opportunities that we created. We have a government who have robbed the single mothers of the benefit that we were passing on to the single mothers. We have a government and the leaders who have robbed the old, the infirm, of the benefit that has been initiated by our government. We have a government who have robbed our children of the right kind of education, the right kind of environment for better quality education that we created over the decades. We have a government who have robbed our school children from the uniform that we started giving. We have a government who have robbed our children from the textbooks that we were giving. We have a government who have robbed the students from the kind of support that the government provided, be it the digital aid in learning or be it the different kinds of support that we gave. We have a government which has robbed the entrepreneurs. We have a government which has dislocated the business of the businessmen. We built a state which could provide equal opportunities for all our beloved people across the state.
Namar ka jingbam shania show ya kinongkit kam bat kidkhot jong ka executive committee ka HSPDP Nongsoin area union bagantup yo ba PK lengdo president bat kidkhot jong ka EC bagantup ye ki jong ka parents body youth wing bat women's wing kinongelam ka party meta ka sisa jan arphautorik unailar kilalum ya ka jingalang jong kinongkit kam na kisan puwei li ki primary unit panya prakhat halor ka te kam kumta ha ka jingalang ka balapan long ha freshila bersat complex dakwei ka sur kilapun kut no ya ka jingtre kam jong ka EC henry ki nongkit kam jong ka primary unit kidang ne kumba kilong ha ka te ka jingalang uba PK lendo president barim ula puli ya ka jintho ba ula shong thai no na ka kam bat menta ka janmit kinongelam kinsalai ban IT ya ka jintho ha o president jong ka district
ngan siu pen skau ya ni kabang la ben kre subject ke jing turwa ban shong thai no bat bat pen wai no ke executive committee hapo ke jing lam junga ku present barano thai jong party ke kum present jong party nong so area ni besar pe ke lu no ngatap ta ke jing kmen ke jing sar si ka dai ya ke jing tre lam jong bi hawalo ke liak wanya ten rong lem ya ka kam pakhya jong party jong i Kabla suit la shore ma e jumping stone bam kwai twar bulai. Agni snembole no natu bang ala shifty kum percent. Hapo kirian ni ngam don e ban ong. Para deng jingyal ti junga kum percent. Katon ka kep ala pens ngosi. Yano to shim bagani ka tai ka ching bakla. Human is wrong. Pat ma yanga. Aswa bukan syong that. No ni penwai no ke executive committee. Hapo ke jingilam jenga kumbursen ngakwa. Wan yo I baka party kan don abdeng ke jingitali. Kamtam haboro ki baro ki badon benta kasngi. Pala da jaba pitjit. Ta wake part persen wan kit ikan ikan kor bak ya jong party. Ngakwa swa wan yo I ya ke jinglong sitali. Jong pi panterwa tang wei buri ni ubadai ban kit ikan ikan kam. Uba pi baro kinong kersan. Di persen sekretari jadi primary ni Kristania yu pan pendelon ni kini parti apa kena selain konsensi bagi jengi. Kum tamentang apa ngayu I kejeng siteli jempi. Kum kec jing baro kawai. Mentang na pangalasam thai no ia ke kam persen bat pinwai no ia ke it no ke executive committee apa kejeng yingelam jenga jakwa island no apa happy ka general executive committee happy minta kasmi papin chit hamai no ya waro kino ikam jangga party HSPDP nongton iriani nadu minta kasmi ka arba pra arajar arba kublai shibun Mr. Kylleng do president kublai
Hadian baka Sorkar Meghalaya bat Assam kila pendep ia jingia pembek put hakasin ke Benengkong haka baki armut ki menteri rang ba jong ke Jylla Meghalaya bat Assam kila dep ban soya ke MOU hakmadu Amit Shah menteri ki kam po yeng kari ki armut ki menteri rang ba kata ukon rat sangma bat uhimanta Bishwa Sarma mata kesngi kele kendu biang hakanong ba goti ban sedang biang ia ke jingia pembek put Hakani ka wat ka baar ka jingia kren kalong na kabenta kinriu tuli ki jaka kajia ka Meghalaya bat Assam bakentup ya ka blok 1 blok 2 Psiar Khanduli Bordua Mawphor ki badi ki jaka ki bahab hakilai tuli ki district jong ke Jylla ia kate ki jingkundu jong ki armut ki menteri rangba ka Jylla Assam bat ka Jylla Meghalaya menta kesngi lapan long Hajanata Bhavan Assam haka jingadon langru ki chief secretary jong ki ar Jylla bat kiwe ki he officer haka ba on thauru ia ka regional committee hapo khat san singi haba kren segelat pathai khubor menta kesngi hadien jong ka jingya kendo ki armut ki menteri rangba kila kularu ba kani ka jingya pembek put haka wat ka baar kanlong ka bajanai kat kum karai bat ka jing menjur ki pajba kumbala ia kren nadu basdang laong ru bashen on sa thauru ia ki regional committee ban sakli da ki menteri jong ka Jylla Meghalaya bat Assam bat shwa ka jingya pembek put nakaliang jong ki kin salai banjurip ia ki tei ki jaka kilapan pauru baka jing penbeit put hakawat ka baar kan kham Henry kum ki menteri rangba kila kularu bakan long ka bajanai kat kum karai bat ka jing menjur jongki pat ba haga jing tre ringkat bat ka tanat survey of India haga ba on thau ya ki regional committee hapo khat san singi ka ba on clear ru documentary ka Jylla Meghalaya bat Assam kum ki chairman Haki teki committee on kuntup langru ya kinong mikmat na Karbi Anglong District Council kumba ki don ki jaka ke biatengku bat ka Karbi Anglong Nginom kirke ia ka jingya penbek put hakawat ka baar kumba ka deiru ka jaka ka bakhamjuat ban penbek Henry nginyele ban penbek hakata ka rukom ka baon ai jinghon ye ki pat ba ki basong basa hakitan ka put khamtam ban penbek kat kum karai bat ka jingmanjur jongki pat ba ki basong basa hakite ki than laong ki te ki arngut ki menteri Shushu ki laong ru hadien bala thau ye ki regional committee na kaliang jongki kum ki menteri rangba kin salik ban jingo ya ki te ki jaka kum ka jing ai min sim ya ki pat ba jong ki te ki than khap put
Everyone. At the very outset, I would like to thank the Honorable Chief Minister of Assam and the Government of Assam for having invited us here to Guwahati to continue the discussion and the process for resolution of the border dispute between Assam and Meghalaya. Under the guidance and the leadership of the Honorable Prime Minister and the Honorable Home Minister, Government of India, both Assam government and Meghalaya government had initiated the discussion in the process of trying to resolve the border dispute between the two states, which has been there for the last 50 years. In 2011-12, the process of submitting the reports of the areas of differences from the government of Meghalaya was done. And based on those reports, the discussions have moved forward. In the last 8 to 9 months,
many interactions, many meetings, and many visits have been made to the disputed areas, and stakeholders from all areas have already been discussed. Details have been discussed with these stakeholders. They have been involved in the discussion, and based on a very, very detailed and very long drawn process, we finally were able to come up with an MOU which was signed in the presence of the Honorable Home Minister, Government of India, on the 29th of March 2022, where we were able to come to an understanding in 6 of the areas of differences out of the total 12 areas of differences. Based on that MOU, the Survey of India and the 2 state governments have started surveying and demarking the different borders that should be there between the 2 states and where the pillars should come up.
On 29th March 2022, Assam and Meghalaya has signed a historical memorandum of understanding resolving 6 disputes out of the 12 disputes raised by Government of Meghalaya in August 2011. Subsequent to that, Survey of India has started the work of delineating the border. Because of flood, work was initially slow, but now we feel that work will progress and it will. Survey of India will be able to delineate the border in that 6 disputed sites according to the letter and spirit of the Memorandum of Understanding. On 8 August 2011, Government of Meghalaya has raised 12 disputed sites, and they have given us maps of 12 disputed sites. We resolved 6, but we left 6 at that point of time because we thought that let us begin from the less complicated sites to a so-called complicated sites. Today, Honorable CM Meghalaya visited Guwahati. We have taken a decision that now we'll start work on the remaining 6 disputed sites. Basically from Meghalaya angle or from the Meghalaya side, these 6 disputed sites is in 3 districts. That is in the 3 districts of Meghalaya. So like last time, we have decided to create 3 regional committee which will be headed by a cabinet minister from Assam for the Assam Regional Committee, and from Meghalaya, 1 cabinet minister against 1 district or 1 regional committee.
Kakongsi Kharkongor, Deputy Commissioner Southwest Khasil District, Mentakasing sa Jan Jong Katayo, Kaliyo ban play ye kayeng sa Khun Swet, Balatip kum ka Hope Children's Home, Kabade Jongi Kana Shinrang Hakachnong Sohalam, Southwest Khasil District. Haringkat ka jingodon lang jong unong mikmat jong kamau kerwat constituency, ubalong ru menteri jong ka sarkar jylla uba renikton lang do tongkar, ubalong ru president jong ka Hope Children's Home. Yakani ka jingtay lano senyang pisa da ka Khasi Jantia Welfare Association lengba ka research cell haga jingmang ka balakot hadu sanlak shteng. Kiwe pat ki balay don lang hakani ka sngi kilong uba G Renborn President ka KGWA Shillong u Professor SS Majau Sherman Research Cell KGWA uba P1 yang Menteri Shnong Jong so alam kibal ajing kren hakani ka sngi but u Dr. Airpeace W Rani Convener Jong Katin Jobili ubalong unong penya but uba boarding lang do founder Jong Hope Clinic Children's Home bala a ye ka jing kren kublay
Ruba hangni hapo mau kerwat ngidon kini ki ke institution kani ka Hope Orphanage Trust ka ba la aran da kani trust kani ka home ka baran da kani ka trust but kileru ya ka kam ka ba bhatam mar ngishat let shaki yeng jongki ngishat visit shaki yeng jongki but ngiyo I ba ki khana ru ki long ki ba kemen ki ba long discipline but kani ngi ai jing kublai ya ki members jong ka trust but kam tam I ba boarding I ba dei I secretary jong kani ka home but ka trust ba I shim ha ki terpeng jong I ban pet ban jungo ye kini ki khana kini ki khana ki besyong hani ha trust kani ka long very Christian like attitude Christian like kam mo ka action ka ba kile namar ba umdei ba ki ai tang ba kin chu penyat ban chu ayu hnrei katno ka jingjia rap ye kini ki khana ki la ban yo kini ki khana ling ba jong kani ka trust but umdei tang ba ki ai ka ayu ki ka administration but ka sustenance but ka bam ka di kamdei ka basuk andre habadon kum gini ki organizations kini ki khana all sections of society ki la ban yo jing mentoy ngai I hang ni hapo home ba manle I khana idon laka kamram banle dum pendap kamram ka don ka penalty ti yakini ki jat kam ki ba pi yo ka jing hikai na do menta kini ki de ki ki ba kan yarap ya pi hadin habot namar finda long ki adult selesai pinda kiu pinda tray pinlong kita ki brio ki belong responsible but ka wei nga syukwa ban ong ba mene I president jong ka KJWA I ong ka school GNV ka dan ne kam dan hapo mau kerwat nga syukwa ban ong pi ka GNV ngidang syo sedang dang hau ni usnam hakane ka district haka temporary building jong ka maharam but yakani ngan ong ba isa renek but iba boarding ki kadai soli yak dakajing treshitam jong ki yad ba na din jonga but ka office jonga bakin pet ba kani ka temporary building kan long ni hab dani ka jing sna jong ka dining room jong kendiat konsoi but kumta ngi long kumba petman ti ngiru ngila ya le I bynta la jong but hakini ki bnai kendiat kala ngila yo ban play but ngila yo kumba art class menta but kadi kumba ong bakini ki institutions ki bawan na bar kum ki GNVA ki long ki ba ki prepare ki khna bakin long umdei ban long ki educated students ne graduates tang jong ka district ne tang jong ka state
te ka tongi la poisha ka bukut jong ka thup khubor sa chisen pan kubli shibon ya fi baro tad hadu begin de shembyang kubli shibon